Jack, it is a pleasure to have you here with us today, and so thankful that I want to tell you I appreciate your leadership because it came at a time in which I was really growing as a leader, and your books and tapes and just all the interviews that had over time. You made yourself so available.
Thank you.
And just your passion for education and growing leaders from within the GE system was absolutely just incredible.
Well, you people do a great job of that too.
Well, you're very kind. Big question I want to ask you, because this is the issue I'm dealing with right now. Here we are, a 67-year-old business. We've continued to grow, but I sense that the speed within our organization is not as fast as it needs to be relative to how fast the market is changing. Any advice that you can give me as to how we can, or how I can help pick up the tempo within our organization?
I think you look at every process you have. Is your rhythm, your company's rhythm, planning meetings, budget meetings, personnel meetings, are they the same speed they were 10 years ago? Or have you shortened them? Have you recycled them more frequently? A company gets in a rhythm. We buy a lot of companies in my private equity firm. And we buy them and we see they've got the same cadence, if you will,
yes,
that they had 10 years ago.
Yes.
So compressing that is critical. You'll set an example by having rolling budget reviews rather than an annual budget review.
Yes.
You'll set it by blowing up the plan you have for the year and doing a new plan.
Yes.
You'll set an example of that. And then when you put in your organization, the behavior you're looking for is fast response, quick market response, quick response to customers' changing needs. And you see people exhibit that, you'll start to cheer for them, you'll bring them up on pedestals, yes, you'll role model management, yes, those people. And everyone in the organization will say, if I want to succeed in Chick-fil-A,
yes,
I better get moving.
Yes, yes. How do you feel about projects that are 80% complete, but you go ahead and get them out there and you finish them in the marketplace versus keeping them in a corporate environment until they get to perfection, but that's another year on down the road? Are you okay with taking something that's 80% and finishing it?
Sure, piloting it somewhere.
Yes.
I'd love to get them out. I mean, and you've got what you have is this wonderful thing of all those laboratories. Every one of your stores is a laboratory.
Right. It is.
So you can have an experiment going here and there. And I mean, the amount of information that somebody like you with those stores can get is just, that is such a competitive advantage. The question for you is, are you using those as true laboratories? Yeah. And are you transferring the knowledge you get from one to the others fast enough?
Yeah, pollinating in great ideas.
Yeah.
We like to traffic in great ideas.
That's it.
And one of the last questions I want to ask you, well, I got two last questions.
Are you fooling me?
Tell me about this expression, because I quote it all the time, that when the rate of external change exceeds the rate of internal change, disaster is imminent. My favorite quote, I've quoted it hundreds and hundreds of times. Where did that come from?
In here.
Yeah. Just your experience?
Just, if you're sitting there comfortable in what you're doing, you can be sure with your nice awards of number one here, number one here, number one Zagat, and number one this one, number one that one. Somebody's out there waiting to pluck you. And you can't get comfortable. And at that rate of change, if you start seeing stuff, you got to move.
Yeah. Yeah. Speed and athletic agility.
Agility is a great word in today's world. Yeah. Don't get locked into your processes. This is the way we do it at Chick-fil-A. There is no perfect way to do it at Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is an experiment, and it's going on every day. Yeah. It's getting better and better and better.
Yeah. Excellent. Great. So, thank you so much. Honor to follow you. Yeah. Thank you for continuing to lead and point the way for the rest of us.
Thanks so much. Yeah. It was a great session.
Remember to eat more chicken.